Hello everybody, today we have the new, was this one in the it might have had a different livery. We have the Porsche GT 911 RSR. This thing looks amazing. Dude, did they have this in Horizon 3? I don't know if this one's a returning car or not. I know they had a Porsche in that pack, and the livery was like 100% different, but taking you guys to Google with me here. I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's been kind of helpful with making some of the videos. So, oh, okay. So it is a different one then, because this one is a 2011 GT3 RSR. Here's a picture of it, and this is not a GT3. It's labeled strictly as GT. The livery is obviously different. This one being a 2017. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna follow the usual procedure that we normally do for videos like this, as being consistent with all of the other with all of the other cars with this update. No new liveries, which honestly it's fine. I actually kind of like this one. I like it, but you could always make more. You could always make more. Okay, so getting into the upgrades. Doesn't sound bad. Got a 3.8 flat 6 twin turbo. I think this is another Porsche engine. I'm not sure exactly what car this belongs to. The 4.0 liter or 4.6 liter, my bad, V8 hybrid. I have no idea what that's from either. I'm not really acquainted with these engines because they don't really show up that often. So. Like you can add a couple turbos on here if you want to. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Because if you guys are new here, like this typical procedure for like looking at the newly released cars, we're just going through the upgrades. I'm putting stuff on, just random stuff. It's kind of like whatever. Looks like right now we have these slick racing tires, given that those aren't available here. I still want to do, it probably won't be the Porsche, but I do want to do something with this and one of these GT cars. I'm thinking about the Ford GT. Yeah, so we're just going to leave it stock. Besides, I like these Michelin tires anyway. Those things look sick. Probably will leave the track width alone, maybe. I don't know. It makes it look a lot more flush, so I'm gonna bump it out. Looks like it's already got a race differential, so not much we can do there. I'm assuming the same goes for the suspension. I just got another idea. Like, instead of the, you know how like Porsche has the Dakar 911 that's like a off-road 911? What if we made that, like as a concept, we made like an off-roader, like rally type car with this? I feel like that would be cool. That might be something we do in the future. $997, so that's like the tip top of the S2 class. The The other cars that were released this update, there was the GT. That one I don't think got this high in S2. Then there was the Hyundai that I didn't do the video on because we did something else that week. There was something going on that I wanted to record instead. I think that might have been the 6-year anniversary of the channel that week. But yeah. Was it that? Yeah, okay. Then we recorded the Evo. A bit of a letdown there. Not really, it was actually pretty cool. And now we have the Porsche. But what I'm excited for is this retro wave thing, because like if you guys been around a while, you guys know I like the retro stuff. Like I like the old retro cars, like 80s, 90s. I love old music, stuff like that. If you guys watch the shorts that I make, that'll definitely be apparent. Not really with the recent ones, because lately it's been mainly like request work, and people just kind of request like, oh yeah, I want this song, or I want this car, or I want this car with this song. And I've been doing a lot of that. So it's like, yeah. So anyway, what we're going to do now. What we are going to do now is we're going to take a few laps around the Horizon Mexico circuit. Just a few laps, see how it drives, see how it handles. And then I'm going to tell you guys overall what I think of the car. Stuff like that. But based on previous experiences, this shouldn't need any sort of tuning or anything. Oh. I was too focused on like looking at the interior, like I was looking at the steering wheel and stuff, that I totally missed that turn. That's my fault. And if you guys are interested in the new Forza Motorsport game, I do plan on doing a video on that. That's my fault again. I do plan on doing a video on that with the next video overall, like what I think of the game. I think it's definitely overhated, but that's all I'm gonna get into with that right now. But when I smacked that wall right there, that's my fault. I braked a little late because I was too busy trying to change the camera. I'm not gonna mess with the camera anymore. It's caused me to like screw up and wreck twice. I'll spin out once and wreck once. So one thing I'm noticing is this might need a little bit of tuning. Maybe nothing insane, just like a little tweaking of the tire pressure, just to give it a little more grippiness coming out of the corners. But other than that, this thing drives pretty good. Handles nice. But like, I'm losing that back end a little bit on corner entry and corner exit. I'm kind of losing that back end. Unless I'm like foot to the floor, like I don't really have that great of grip. So it's definitely an interesting drive. It's definitely something I have to get used to that the other cars didn't really have, I suppose. But I do quite like the way it feels. I will say that, and that's me. Hold on. Just do a little tweaking here. Let's try that. Just a little adjustment on the brakes and the tire pressure, just to see if I can really like. Okay, yeah, that's different. Man, I'm driving like crap right now. You guys probably think I suck. Okay, interesting. Yeah, what I changed, I think it might have to do with the brakes. But I don't know. This car's definitely weird to drive. It's different for sure. I can't really, it's weird, like I need to get on it to maintain grip, but I can't really get on it because then it's like I'm over accelerating and coming out of turns weird. So it's definitely a trip to drive it. Just one clean lap would be nice though. Hold on, let me, I went too far. Okay. I'm just gonna go back to the default settings right now because I was starting to get a little used to that, and then I went ahead and switched it up. But it's definitely an interesting drive. I think it wouldn't take much altering with the stock tune to get this thing exactly the way I like it. Probably extend out the gear ratios, or maybe even give it a 7-speed transmission to really like range out the gears, pick up a little more top speed. This car is fun though, I'll give it that. This car is really fun to drive. We're gonna do one more lap just because I like this car. And it looks great. I love the way these things look. The street, that's my fault. The street cars and the GT cars. Yeah, I think that with a little practice and slight alteration on the tune that I don't feel like wasting time on right now mid-video, this car would be great. It's definitely worth picking up though. It's definitely one that's worth putting a little bit of time. It probably took me, I only completed the 24. Look, this is the way I see it. I have the Trans Am. I wanted another Z06. I have one of these. I have one of these. Like, I have the Mercedes. So I'm just getting the cars that I don't have at this point in the game. I'm hoping we get some heat right here in the next season. Or series, I mean. Yeah. It's definitely worth, like, it only took me about an hour, if that, to unlock this car. I went to school, came home, did my homework, because you guys don't know, like, I'm a college student, so it's like I went to school. Is there like an hour and a half probably? Drove there, went to class, came home. I keep screwing up that corner. We're gonna do one more lap. Yeah, I went there, went to school, like, went to class, whatever. I can't speak right now. I'm distracted driving. It's very bad. Don't do that. Yeah, came home, did my homework, spent like an hour getting this car, and then here we are now. Because homework comes first, especially because I got finals next week. Oh man. Okay, now I see what to do. The key is to never really let off the gas. You have to drive it like a front wheel drive, if that makes sense. Like the front wheel drive cars, when I drive them, I never really like, in game this is. Actually, come to think of it, I've never driven a front wheel drive car. In real life, I've never driven one. Huh. But yeah, like, I suppose it kind of does apply to race cars that are front wheel drive. It's like you never really let off the gas. Like you have to keep some sort of pressure on that gas pedal to maintain grip. And I kind of left a little too much pressure on it. But that's kind of what I'm doing. That I kind of figured it out there on that last lap. I guess better late than never, right? Better late than never. I'll give this car a 9. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Because it's a Porsche. It looks great. Nice design. Driving, Now that I've figured it out, like I've figured out what I need to do to clear the corners at high speed while maintaining grip, it's great. Now that I've figured it out, better late than never. I just wish I would have figured it out before I was recording this video with you guys. Damn. Okay. Anyway, with that all being done, so let's do some donuts. And now with that being done, just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and that is all from me today.